Hello, we're the History Hikers. I'm Dries,
And I'm Jente.
and we're standing in front of the Château Royal in Senlis, a beautiful city in northern France. And there's something special that happened here.
Well, yes, this is the castle in which Hugh Capet was chosen as the new king of France after Louis V, or Louis the Do-Nothing, the last Carolingian king, died.
Okay, let's check out the castle.
The royal castle of Senlis is located in the city which bears the same name. It's very close to the impressive cathedral. The town is located on a plateau surrounded by the small rivers Onet and Nonet. The oldest mention of the town during ancient time is Civitas Sulbanectium, meaning the city of the Sylvanects. It would transformed into Sylvanectis in the 5th century and Senlis in the 9th century. The modern form of Senlis is used from the 12th century onwards.
The history of the castle goes back over 2000 years, starting at the Roman occupation. The city was walled by the Romans and a praetorium was built at the site of the present-day ruins, since it's the highest point of town. After the fall of the Roman Empire, the town was home to a Merovingian and then a Carolingian castle or palace. This has completely disappeared and has no definitive archaeological evidence, but is mentioned in a number of ancient acts and documents.
These Carolingian sources mention that during the reign of King Charles the Bald, the royal treasury was kept at the castle of Senlis in 854. From 862 onwards, Senlis became the center of resistance against the Vikings. Charles also used the castle to imprison several of his kin. The sources mention him locking up his daughter Judith, his brother Pepin II of Aquitaine, and his son Bishop Hincmar of Laon. King Charles the Bald was also the first king whose frequent stays in Senlis is beyond doubt, since he dated many charters to Senlis.
The 10th century was an eventful one for Senlis. The castle, or rather the Gallo-Roman city walls, first had to withstand some big sieges. Near the end of the century, it was here at the castle of Senlis that the Carolingian line of kings of West Francia ended and the Capetian line of kings of France started. The young king Louis V accidentally died of a fall on the 22nd of May 987. The assembly of influential nobles and ecclesiastics eventually elected Hugh Capet as the king of the Franks in the same year.
Around 1130, King Louis the Fat had the first castle of Senlis completely demolished and rebuilt, with the exception of a large 10th century tower. The same king was also responsible for the reconstruction of the Senlis Cathedral. It is from this castle of Louis the Fat that the present ruins remain, leaning against the 3rd century Gallo-Roman rampart to the northwest of the city. During the reign of the next kings, the castle was slightly modified, but the general layout did not change. At the end of the 13th century, the royal palace at Senlis lost its importance as the French kings started favoring Paris as their center of power.
Within the grounds of the castle we can also see the remains of the Saint-Maurice priory. It was founded by King Louis IX, aptly named the Holy, around 1262 and was built near the royal castle. Due to the insufficient number of monks, it was abolished in 1768. The cloister and chapel were demolished after the French Revolution.
After the death of King Francis I in 1547, the castle was no longer used as a royal residence and rapidly fell into disrepair due to lack of maintenance. In 1780, after 2 or more centuries of neglect, a large section of the building collapsed. The ruined remains were sold as national property during the French Revolution, and large parts were destroyed during the 19th century, giving us the ruins we see today. As the rain is falling down, we're ready to end this video.
Yeah, what do you think?
I think it was quite nice.
Okay.
Also because of, well, I made my bachelor paper in university around this time period, so it's really cool just to actually see it now.
Yeah, and the Roman stuff being reused in the medieval stuff was also kind of cool. The time for the arbitrary subjective castle score, I'm gonna say 6.5. You?
Yeah, 6.5. I agree
6.5.
with that.
Yeah.
It's rather small. You can't. Oh, it's blocked yet again. But it has some really nice details. Like there was like this wonky column thing.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, what's this?
Yeah, nice. And the city is nice too. The cathedral is nice, of course. Check it out if you're in the area. We were the History Hikers. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe if you want to support us and check out more of these videos. Sorry. Yeah, that's it. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.